Hey guys, welcome to TechZai Gaming. In this video, I'm going to review this Y200 Bluetooth speaker. The price of this thing is only around $20 to $25 or sometimes $30. Now for the price you're paying, you are actually getting a great thing. I've been using this thing for past 2 or 3 weeks and my experience with this thing was actually great. So without wasting any more time, let's just get right into the review. First things first, let's go through the unboxing. On top of the box there is actually nothing much. There are some support stuff and there's also a QR code for Awei WeChat, which I didn't try but it works. On the back side of the box there are some specifications like Bluetooth 3.0, SD card support, dual speaker, 40mm drivers, and a 2500 mAh battery which lasts up to 4 to 8 hours. And I wasn't actually able to get the battery to 0%, so that's actually a great runtime for this thing. Now let's get inside the box. Inside the box there is the Bluetooth speaker itself, the user manual guide, and there's also a USB cable which is not that long but it just works fine. And there's also a 3.5mm auxiliary cable, and that is pretty much it, and those are the stuff you are going to get inside the box. Now as we have that out of the way, let's just get right into the looks. The looks of this thing is quite nice, and this thing is actually quite small. You can see this thing fits on the palm of my hand, so don't expect this thing to be much bigger or something else. But don't let the size of this thing fool you, because this thing can easily cover up a large or medium sized room. Now I'm going to come to the loudness and music section later, but the outlook of this thing is quite nice. On the back side of this thing there is the micro USB port, the SD card slot, the 3.5mm auxiliary cable port, the on off button, and a reset switch. The plastic section right here, like the left or right side, has a rubber finish to it. I mean, there's some sort of rubber coating on them which scratches quite easily. Like I have already managed to scratch this thing like once or twice. I don't think you can see this, but it is actually scratched. Now on the top side there is a touch panel. These are not button, you guys can see. Now this touch panel is quite nice and it has blue LED to it, but it doesn't have any RGB LEDs like front or back or anywhere. So if you are a RGB freak like me, then this thing is not for you. So on the top there are actually 9 buttons: volume plus, volume minus, the call button. Now this call button does some great things, like it receives calls and it even calls the last person that you called or that called you. So I don't know if you understood that, but that's how that is. There's a charging indicator right here. There is a SD card indicator, and there's the Bluetooth indicator, and it blinks when you connect this thing to your phone or anything else. Now there's a bad side of the buttons as well, like you have to be precise where you are pressing them. If you press them like sideways or anywhere, even like a tiny bit of side, just here, it will not work. You have to be precise on the exact point. So that is actually a negative side from me, but if you get it correctly, it's just fine. Now on the front section there is the speaker grill, and inside there are two dual drivers. There are two dual 40mm drivers, and you guys just saw that on the box, one for left and one for right, and they actually detect the direction of sound quite nicely, but as they are just side by side you don't actually see much difference. But when I did some testing, or like there are some videos that shows left or right of the speaker, it works just fine. Now this thing is actually not made for gaming, because you cannot see where the sound is actually coming from, like it's right or left, but games like Asphalt 9 or something else just works fine. Now there's a little bit problem of this thing. Now the front section you can see is actually kind of like round, so you cannot keep your phone just like this, so that's quite a bad thing. And the top section is not flat as all, so you cannot keep your phone on the top as well, because that is not flat. Well, that sounded weird, but still you cannot do that. Now there's a super simple solution for this. You can just use a rubber band and then keep your phone, but it will trigger the buttons. And anyway, you can just use a smartphone stand to enjoy your videos. Now let me show you how you can connect this thing. Now connecting this thing is fairly simple. You just hold the button on this right here, I mean just back button, and hold it for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then the blue LED will start blink, and you can see it says Bluetooth mode. And then you have to use your phone, and you can just use the Bluetooth just like with any other device. You just have to turn on the Bluetooth and scan for this thing, and this will be shown as Awei Y200, and that's just fairly simple. Now there's the amazing thing of this thing is that it also works on USB, so you can just connect it with your PC and it will work just like that. You guys will find this thing on the sound section of your Windows, so I think that's a great thing. Now let's come to the sound quality and the loudness that I was talking about a few minutes earlier, that this thing can easily cover up a large to medium room. Now let me just play some music. Okay, now you guys can use the volume button right here, or you guys can also use this volume up. I mean, let me just see. I mean, what I was talking about, like if I even press here, it doesn't work properly. But now here is the sound quality. You guys can barely hear my voice, and this is not the loud. This is not even the loudest, and this is maybe the loudest. Let me just. Okay, let us get. This thing can go more higher. See what I was talking about? This thing may be small, but it doesn't have any problem with large rooms. You guys can go more higher, and this is how the sound quality of this thing is. Now there is also a pause button right here. Okay, I don't think you guys could hear me while the music was going on, but you guys just saw how the sound quality is. It's just super loud, and that was what I was talking about a few minutes earlier, that this thing can cover up a large to medium sized room without any problem. And now I just show you that there's a pause and play button right here, and there's also a next. Okay, sorry. Now this is what I was talking about. The Bluetooth buttons don't work if you are not exactly pressing them on the right spot. Just even a single bit of like sideways doesn't work. And there's also the next and previous button right here. The sound quality of this thing is totally on point. Bass, mids and highs are totally just absolutely fine. So the sound quality in one word is totally awesome. So guys, this was it for today, and I think you guys just see how amazing this thing is. So if you guys are thinking of buying this, just don't think twice, just get this thing. This thing is amazing. For the price, you are just getting an amazing thing. So, and I'll catch you up in the next video. By the way, let me know if I should make more face cam videos, because I'm not comfortable with them, because you guys can see I'm just watching on the screen instead of the lens. Now that's a weird fact of me, but you guys should tell me that if I should make more facecam videos. So guys, this is it for today, and I'll catch you up in the next video.